AITA for not accepting my husband's apology. My husband has a very bad anger problem. He's made at me at least once a week for something that has nothing to do with me. He complains about everything and then takes it out on me and the kids. Examples. He said he wanted to help me wash my car. He turned on the radio. We started and he complained about everything. This car is too big. I can't reach the top. Next time I'm getting a car with simpler wheels to clean. This hose is too short. It's too hot. This brush sucks. This spray sucks. I used too much soap. This radio is pissing me off. Turned it off for no reason. Just on and on the entire time. If work is bad in any way, then he texts me saying he is quitting and going to find a minimum wage job because money isn't everything, and that I need to start preparing for that to happen. I will then tell him that we need to talk about different jobs for him so we can be prepared, and he says, "Don't you think I know that? I'm not a child," but then won't talk to me about it because he doesn't feel like it. But we have that conversation at least once a month. If I eat lunch or any meal without making him something, he gets mad. One time I thought he was asleep. He was laying down with his eyes closed and had been for a while. I quietly made myself some leftovers. He came in later and said, "I guess you thought I wasn't hungry." He was so angry. We have a 1-year-old and a 12-year-old. I had to take my 13-year-old to some family 2 hours away. The 1-year stayed home with my husband. Before I left, he said that he hated I was leaving. He said that because he didn't want to take care of our baby alone. After I left, he texted me saying that we weren't doing this again. When I got back, he was mad and told me I need to tell thank you for taking care of our son. I didn't want to say thank you. Because he complained the entire time and because he is his son. He shouldn't need a thank you for taking care of his own child. I clean as much as I can throughout the week. But with the baby and the fact that I work from home, some things get left to the weekend. He voluntarily cleaned the bathrooms one Sunday. I was taking care of the baby while he cleaned. He came to me after he finished and was sulking and said, "I feel like I deserve a thank you and a hug because I've done so many chores and I don't feel like you care." I laughed. I couldn't help it. He got really mad. A couple days ago he came home for lunch and barely talked to me. I asked him how his morning had been and he kind of scoffed and said fine. He replied to everything I said with one word. Then when he got home from work for the day, he was obviously still in a bad mood. So I just greeted him and left it at that. He was quiet for a while and then said, "Aren't you going to ask me about me day?" In a very mean way. I said, "Are you going to ask me about mine?" He got mad and said in the rudest, most sarcastic tone, "How was your day, Amanda?" I just looked at him and told him that he was way too sensitive about me saying the right thing at exactly the right time and that it wasn't fair to treat me like that when I have been nothing but caring and engaged our entire relationship. After that last one, he asked me to be intimate with him that night and said, "I know I was a jerk earlier, so I understand if you don't want to." I immediately said no, but it made me feel bad. He never actually apologized or explained. TLDR. Husband thinks so highly of himself and takes himself way too seriously. AITAH for not forgiving him this time.